Welcome back to Top Moments TV today. Get ready because we are bringing you some intense moments and tech adventures that are not for the faint of heart. Dangerous things are waiting ahead. Buckle up and jump right in. One ordinary morning, as the garbage truck was carrying out its routine duties on the streets, a fire suddenly erupted from the back of the truck. The flames quickly spread, engulfing piles of garbage and turning the truck into a giant fireball. Crackling sounds rang out as the flammable materials inside the car exploded, creating a horrifying scene. The flames raged through the car, destroying everything in their path. Firefighters quickly arrived at the scene, working to extinguish the raging fire. A tanker truck filled with gasoline suddenly turned into a giant torch, engulfing the entire road in a sea of red flames. Black smoke billowed into the air, mixed with fierce sparks, creating a chaotic and terrifying scene. A loud explosion echoed, tearing apart the quiet atmosphere, terrifying anyone who witnessed it. The convoy was like brave warriors, not afraid of hardship, step by step advancing to the top of the hill. The roaring sound of the engines mixed with the sound of the wheels grinding on the road, creating an epic of strength and will.
Berhasil melintasi kelor gua, bosku.
A roaring steel monster, a giant crane extending, a powerful excavator crushing rocks and soil, creating the rhythm of the construction site. With extraordinary power, the excavator is like a skillful dancer, moving gracefully, digging, leveling, creating great works. We own a professional fleet of earth-moving trucks, regularly maintained, ensuring stable operation on all terrains. Our team of experienced drivers, knowledgeable about the terrain, are committed to safe and on-time transportation. The iron monsters roared as they struggled against the ice-slicked road. The torrential rain turned the road into a small river, causing the giant wheels to spin helplessly. Each skid produced a terrifying screech that echoed through the white curtain of rain. Amidst the bustling construction site, a giant excavator stretched out its powerful mechanical arms, roaring loudly. Each scoop, filled with sparkling golden sand, emptied loudly into the truck bed, creating white columns of dust. The truck shook, straining to bear the weight, ready to roll away carrying the precious gift of Mother Earth. The flames licked the car body fiercely, swallowing the shiny paint in a sea of red flames. Black smoke billowed up, tearing the still air apart. The ear-piercing crackling sound of the explosions echoed, drowning out the blaring of car horns. In the midst of the raging waters, giant trucks roared, struggling with the raging flood. Wave after wave crashed into the bodies of the vehicles, threatening to drown them all. In this life and death struggle, the solidarity of the drivers was clearly demonstrated. They joined forces using cables to pull the stranded vehicles out of the clutches of death. The huge truck roared, struggling through the muddy road full of deep potholes. The wheels grinded, sinking deep into the mud, sending streaks of dirt flying into the sky. The road was a harsh test, straining under the weight of the truck. On the messy construction site, the giant excavator was like a roaring steel monster, powerfully extending its mechanical arm into the muddy swamp. Buckets of thick, black mud were scooped up and dumped loudly into the truck bed, creating sounds that echoed throughout the area. The iron monster roared helplessly, its wheels spinning in despair, stuck in the slimy quagmire. The battle between mechanical power and the harshness of nature was taking place. The huge truck roared like a metal monster as it slowly made its way down to the swaying raft. The wheels screeched against the wooden planks, creating an eerie creaking sound. White foam sprayed everywhere as the raft lurched, threatening to capsize. The tractor roared, sinking deep into the slushy mud, struggling desperately. Suddenly, a hero appeared, a giant excavator, towering over, its steel arm reaching out, rescuing the vehicle from the claws of the swamp. With its massive cargo bed, it can swallow tons of dirt, rocks, sand, and gravel in the blink of an eye. The powerful hydraulic system lifts the cargo bed high, dumping a huge amount of material, flattening all obstacles. The huge truck roared as it plunged into the muddy road. The wheels grinded and spun, sending up white foam that covered the sky. The body of the vehicle shook violently, bouncing up and down like a monster struggling in the quagmire. as the giant trucks, the steel giants, roar and drag super heavy equipment, challenging all limits of strength and weight. A parade of muscle power, where the mighty trucks join forces, conquering giant packages, proving the unparalleled power of the transportation industry.
Bisa sama-sama kita saksikan, bos. Ini multi excel pengangkut trafo
Giant trucks roaring loudly, conquering all terrains to bring excavator warriors to the construction site. It is the perfect combination of power and durability, ensuring the work always progresses.
Oke, lanjut bosku.
Dalam, pare tu baik boleh tu. Depan pare.
The huge truck roared, each wheel struggling to cling to the slippery road. The rain lashed against the windshield, blurring the view, leaving only the flickering headlights in the pitch-black night. At any moment, the steel monster could slide down and plunge into the abyss. The roar of the truck tore through the dust, swallowing the twisted red dirt road. The dust rose so thickly that it covered the sky, forcing the sunlight to give way. The bitter taste of sand and dust clung to the lips, the tongue, and every piece of fabric, making one feel as if they were swallowing an entire desert. Imagine a giant steel monster, a massive metal structure hundreds of meters long, lifted and moved over roads and rivers like a giant ship on land. This is the spectacular sight of transporting a steel bridge, a challenging and spectacular feat of engineering. The huge truck roared as it plunged into the muddy puddle like a wild beast. The wheels grinded and spun, sending mud flying into the air. The body of the vehicle shook violently, swaying as if it was about to flip over. The roar of the engine was so loud that it drowned out the whistling of the wind. The huge trucks roared and tilted, dumping tons of rocks, creating a symphony of strength and resilience. Each rock rolled down, filling in the deep holes, creating a new solid road. The huge truck roared like a beast, rushing into the harshest test, the muddy, slippery road. The wheels grinded, spinning, struggling through the thick mud, spraying black stains. The steel monster roared, the giant truck tilted, dumping a mountain of dirt and rocks onto the construction site. The huge, sinewy trucks, like ferocious beasts, dumped waves of dirt onto the construction site's foundation. In the middle of the bustling Thai construction site, the powerful trucks roared and rushed like ferocious beasts. They carried on their backs giant buckets of dirt, towering like mobile mountains. Dust swirled with each turn of the wheels, creating a misty fog that covered the entire space. On the bustling construction site, the giant iron monster roared. The powerful crane extended. The sharp bucket grabbed each piece of dirt and rock. Dust flew up, mixed with the loud engine noise, creating a majestic symphony of power and determination. The huge truck roared as it plunged into the muddy road like boiling oil. The wheels crunched, creating deep grooves, splashing black mud onto the sides of the truck, creating an ugly layer of armor.
Sektor dia habis saban. Akhirnya lolos juga. Woi, gas. Woi, jet darat ya.
Sao lại? Oh, 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 oh. 200ประมาณรถ6ล้อนะครับผมรถ6ล้อดำดินนะครับดำดินนี่ประมาณ 70% นะครับ 70%
Anh kia tránh ra nhanh lên để tải bên chúng tôi lùi xuống nào. Đẳng cấp chưa? Qua đẳng cấp luôn. Ngầu chưa? Đẳng cấp chưa? Một cái dốc siêu cao khổng lồ chưa? Đấy, cô chú anh chị thấy chưa? Xe tải bên mang biển số 17110. Đúng không? Ok. Quá xuất sắc luôn. Bạn dùng nó đừng bạn đi. Cuối cùng rồi, thành công. Thành công. Nhìn vào đây là đi. À, ลากออกมาครับลากไปนู่นเลยไปแคมป์ที่พักนู่นแหละกะลัก
fast forward, that's right. This is how you get it into the truck. I have people asking for this. You can see the video getting it out.
едет, капец. Если сейчас будет жизнь. Ой, мамочки. Господи, господи.
देख लो गाइस कितनी पब्लिक है, बहुत ज़्यादा पब्लिक है, बहुत ही ज़्यादा। इस साइड सामने कितनी पब्लिक है और इस साइड में और पीछे बाकी पड़ी है, बड़ी
สายหมดสายหมดโอเคขวาไปบนแรงๆจ้ะรถสไลด์ว่างไปครับผมไปเข้าเลยChala madre, voy a traerle, ¿qué te pasa?
Đây mọi người đang xe chuẩn bị múc lại thì đá trong xe bị lên đi chơi nha, lên cho xe mới nha. Đây.
Hop. Lagi ceruy. Mr. Marcos. Oke, lolos.
Bây giờ cái chiến dịch của nó phóng lên trên đó. Nó về trở lại qua, bây giờ qua nó về trở lại. Đây nó về nè. Em thấy nó trở lại ha.
Chá no buzina. Ai, 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 esse bagulho aqui não é só obra não, tem alguma coisa aí que aconteceu aí de errado aí, mano. Olha aí, filho, tá com medo? Tá achando que é assalto? Que porra que é essa? Os carros só parou ali na frente. Os caras já ficam tudo pescoçando achando que é assalto. Porra. Ah, os caras da escola vão filmar pra vocês lá na frente lá. Não sei se vocês gostam de batedouro. Ó, se liga no engraçadinho, ó. Ó.
Aman. Bantu dong. Coba maju sih, Mas. Aku udah.
Keluar ya bosku, tarik gua. Lanjut sore. Oke, lolos juga. Mantap, bisa lolos. Kosongan mau lewat bosku. Oh, situ lewat. Yes. Oh, lari belum turun dari bosku.
There's some kind of heat source in a garbage can. What they'll do is when they take the garbage, the whole truck, the whole contents of the hash will ignite. That's what we have here. 25. And by the way, it's station 25 down the street, not station 10. Probably won't need any additional units here. โอ้โหแรงจริงๆพี่สวัสดีครับไปทำไมไม่รู้พี่จะไปวันนี้หรออ๋อไม่โคตรอินเขาจะกู้วันนี้ป่ะพี่เขาอยากไปแล้วอ๋อพี่ถ่ายเสร็จใช่ไหมต้องลงไปทำไมเนี่ยเดี๋ยวบอยสวัสดีครับลงไปทำไมเนี่ย
เจ็บคู่เลยโอ้เดี๋ยว30 บาทเนี่ยทุกวันเลยอ่ะในสวนนี่รถใหญ่เข้าไม่ได้แต่รถเล็กอะWih, mantap. Wih, oke, mantap, geng. Oke, Bang, mantap, Bang. Oke, aksor. Lolos, Bos, ya. Wih, mantap, geng. Oke, Bang, mantap. Oke, betul lolos. Aksor.
มันเทได้2 คันนะเร็วฮะโอ้เดี๋ยวจะอยากไปต่อ อยากไปต่อไหม
Thank you for watching my video. If you like these eye-catching scenes, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next exciting content. See you in more exciting videos about dramatic off-road vehicles.